my dinner plans to get back on track. You haven't quite hit your reps for today. Come on, one more set. People seem to think I was born with super strength, but look at me. This tiny frame is what my genetics gave me. All my strength comes from consistent training with good technique. Put in the same work, and you can absolutely get the same results. You haven't quite hit your reps for today. Come on, one more set.
Hello everybody, welcome. Oh, Shaka, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hope you're having a great day today. It is a Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2024.
I've gone a little over my calorie budget so far.
Alright.
I need to rethink my dinner plans to get back on
Savage!
track.
Hey, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a great day. I've been having a pretty chill day. Mainly, you know, the usual things have been happening since I last was here. You know, work. Work is always a thing, which is not as helpful, but either way, work is always a thing. I have no idea what is happening to America anymore. It is... So, this was something that I've talked about before, Savage. What's happening... Okay, so here's my theory about what's going on in the land of the American. I am absolutely going to subscribe to something called the JD Pon Don theory. The JD Pon stands for... What does it stand for? I looked this up. So JD Pon stands for the Joint Dictatorship of the Proletariat of Oppressed Nations. You don't need to know what that really means. All it really means is that it's it's just basically whenever you hear JD Pon, think of communism. Just think of the word communism. You're not entirely... it's not the most accurate way of explaining it, but the easiest way to just explain what JD Pon means is it's just basically Maoist communism, right? Now, there is a theory called JD Pon Don. Notice the rhyming scheme, which makes it a really good theory, right? Which is that the God Emperor himself, right, Don, is actually a secret Chinese sleeper agent who has been elected to the presidency of the United States for the second time. And as a Chinese sleeper agent, he is currently doing everything in his power, and dare I say, everything a little bit outside of the power that he is given as the President of the United States, to actually usher in a new century of Chinese dominance. That is I think is the best way to explain what is going on to America, what is happening to America right now. It's truly the most hilarious course of events. A group of people who are probably the most anti-Chinese, the most racistly anti-Chinese, dare I say, group of people banded together to elect a guy who is, by my estimation, a Chinese sleeper agent. The CCP, the CCP is literally laughing right now with what Donald Trump is doing to the land of America. And frankly, if you ask me, I'm absolutely perfectly willing to believe that the election of Donald Trump, the second time, in fact, as well as things like Project 2025 and, you know, the erosion of the First Amendment, the collapse of the economy, and the detaining and deporting of quote-unquote illegal immigrants who we don't even know for a fact are illegal immigrants. Hell, he was about to try and deport US citizens as well from the nation. That's what he said. All of this is part of Mao Zedong's 1,000-year plan to ensure Chinese dominance. Now remember what Mao Zedong did. Like, Mao Zedong did a lot of things, but one of the things he did was something called the Great Leap Forward. And the Great Leap Forward catapulted China from a sort of... Okay, that didn't go through, did it? Yo. Hey, how's it going? That did not go through. Oh, god damn it. Alright, one sec. Anyway, yeah, everything, like, Mao Zedong did the Great Leap Forward, as some of you may have heard of. And then on top of that, he also went ahead and
your reps for today. Come on, one
sort
more
of
set.
Well, he engaged in a civil war with Chiang Kai-shek, which basically threw them all into Taiwan. And thus came the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, the uni party of China. And so now, as part of the Great Plan...
Test 2?
There we go, we're back. And so yeah, this is all part of his plan. This is all part of the plan, chat.
People seem to think I was born with super strength.
Yo, Mr.
But look at me.
Kategaru.
This tiny frame is what my genetics gave me.
Yeah.
All my strength comes from consistent
And so, ladies and gentlemen,
training with good technique.
all of this to say,
Put in
I
the
think
same
it
work,
would be a good
and you
idea
can
for you all to start
absolutely
learning
get the same
Mandarin, or at the
results.
very least Cantonese. Although I have heard rumors that the Chinese Communist Party is trying to phase out Cantonese. I really hope that's not the case, but knowing Xi Jinping, there is a very non-zero chance that he's trying to do that as well. So that would be very, very cringe, Xi Jinping. That would be very, very cringe. Anyway, how has everyone's day been? Wait. It just occurred to me. It just occurred to me. The Natlan Inquisition is a thing now. Wait, hold on. So, Mawika,
Ready to ride.
Shilonen.
All right, after you.
Ooh, it's gonna be tricky to figure out how to scroll Shilonen and buff both of them. I mean, Shilonen can at least red shred. Oh. Okay, well then ideally I use okay, no, it's fine. So ideally I use hang on, how would I do this? Ideally I use like Petra Shilonen, but
This world will be reduced to ashes, and you alone will
Let the mountain's veins boil!
It is too late!
Burn it down!
Let's
Pyroclastic surge!
down below! Here are we coming!
To Natlan's future!
Letting brave names echo!
I fight on!
Okay, we're gonna try that again. This is so scuffed. I hate when I have more than one scroll user per team. Oh yeah, I know. What's up? One sec.
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
Right, I'm back.
Watch out, or you'll get
See the echoes of the valley!
Why me?
Oh,
It's raining fire!
all right. All right, let's do this again. Way too scuffed. Like, this is the weirdest, like, overload team, but it's... and it's not necessarily better than running Chevrus, obviously, on this team, but, I'm trying to do Natlan Inquisition, not a proper team. It's like, it's the Mawika Inquisition. Alright, let's do this.
This world will be reduced to ashes.
So, yeah, okay, I don't need to use...
Rise with the sun!
On my hook!
Light up
And
the
then we do
blazing
this.
sun!
Let's roll! Charge! Look out below! It's justice o'clock! Ow, ow, ow!
Try breathing.
On my mark! Let's roll!
Oh, come on. Okay, this is really scuffed.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Faster! Stronger! Start the clock!
Light it up! Wrath from the sky!
Charge! Smash down! Yeah!
I missed.
Let the mountain's fame spot burn it down!
On my mark!
Pyroclastic surge!
Running late again. It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, now we're talking.
Eternal night! Yeah!
That was very weird. Yep, that was definitely very, very weird. I mean, hang on. No, it's definitely better. It's definitely better to run Chevreuse on this team than it is to run Shillanen.
Let's ride!
I've looked at this in the past. Shillanen does not outperform Caesar Chevreuse. Oh, hang on, it probably doesn't help for me to have Witsith, which changes everything. Hold on. I will use Blackcliff.
Quick as a flash! Start the...
Light of the blazing sun!
What? Why me? Hero incoming! Yeah!
9,
It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
105.
Headbutt! It's justice o'clock!
Okay. Then with Chevreuse,
A little extra train.
I'm trying to remember what's the difference.
Hand thrust! On my mark! Stop right there!
Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
What? Why me? Volcano, good blast! Yeah!
129.
It's justice o'clock! Yeah! 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 Heads up! Charge! Yeah!
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. It's just an oval. Yeah. I hope one day we get a 4-star. I hope we one day get a 4-star. What do you call it? A 4-star. Oh, Jesus Christ! What's it called? Surfing clan. What's the tribe called? People of the Springs character. I hope we get a 4-star People of the Springs character who's like an off-fielder, but that's... Ooh, that might actually be overpowered. That might actually be overpowered, not gonna lie.
All right, after you.
One is fast on one's feet. Try to keep pace.
I'm all warm.
Am I on? Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. What am I doing? Yeah, it's probably gonna be overpowered to have a Masters People of the Springs
Mime!
4-star character who's an off-field Hydro DPS or Hydro support, Because Hydro is very strong. Farina is very strong for a variety of reasons. It would be wild if we have a People of the Springs 4-star character who doesn't do nearly as much damage as Farina, but still has that like off-field Hydro app, and then that doesn't require normal attacks, and then on top of that has like, well, I don't want to say defensive utility. I don't want him or her to have like healing, because then suddenly it's just Natlan Xingqiu. Although it'd be hilarious if we actually do get a Natlan Xingqiu, because then Zajeff's just gonna bust a nut.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Faster! Stronger!
Skyward! Scatter! Seize the skies!
Hurry up, Varesa! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof! Hero incoming! Shower me with pain! On my mark!
Ah! Alrighty, let's do this.
Strike a pose! Control breathing! Let's move!
Skyward! Scatter!
Charge!
Whoa.
Strength!
Hey. What?
Let the world collide! Faster! Stronger! Start the clock!
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Make way for the...
Time to roll! Right! Headbutt! Charge! Let my
Alright, let's do this.
echoing song! Shower! Control breathing! On!
Yeah! Seize the skies!
It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Yeah. All right. There is a team that I've found with Varesa. I wonder if this is actually the most popular Varesa team. So the one with Farina is I think the one with Farina is this one with Farina that I have here is probably the most DPS. Team DPS anyway. But then there's this.
Yeah, let's get this over with.
It would make sense to do this. I don't know.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be
Thank
afraid?
you.
Way for the...
Let's
Is it my turn now?
Letting brave names up! Time to roll! It's justice o'clock!
Now that's
Look
more
out
like
below!
it.
It's justice
Oh my
o'clock!
god, why is my camera so close?
Yeah!
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Yeah! Scatter!
Have a
Skyward!
taste
Oh,
of
I missed.
purgatory.
Yeah! Scatter! Rah!
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
Faster! Stronger! On!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Push through the pain.
Is it my turn now?
Heads up! Charge!
Alright, here we go.
Skyward! Got him! Dazu's out! Your punishment
Quick as a
made
flash.
manifest. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Hurry up, Varesa! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Charge!
Sometimes only the beginning.
Too strong!
Got him! Skyward!
Ah!
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. You struggle in vain.
Control breathing! Full speed ahead! Let's...
Let the mountain's veins boil! Your punishment made manifest.
Hurry up, Varesa! Hi!
Why is my Varesa gameplay so scuffed these days? Yeah. I feel like, okay, something I was thinking about today is Mr. Xionyx. Mr. Xionyx himself, right? He released his, he finally released his Iansan guide, like 3 years after he released his, Varesa guide. And I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed at Nick for, his Iansan guide. It just wasn't enough, you know? See,
My parents always
when his
no matter how
when his
busy life
BFF
gets,
or BF,
you should
depending on who
always
you
sit
ask,
down and enjoy a proper meal
released
when you
his
get hungry.
Iansan pre-release.
What I like to do is
It was
stack
2 hours long,
then squash.
and then when he released his Varesa Iansan banner review, it was 1 hour long. Zajef, I feel like Zajef's most favorite character in the game now is Iansan. Like, I gotta say, 2 hours on a pre-release? That's crazy, right? Meanwhile, Nick, Mr. Xionyx Sir, releases an Iansan guide, and it is absolutely tiny. It's, by comparison, it's minuscule. It was only standard half an hour long. So, I'm a little bit disappointed in Xiox that he couldn't, like, you know, come up with 2 hours of stuff to talk about for his Iansan guide, considering that, noted Iansan lover Zajef spent 2 hours yapping about Iansan. 2 hours. Like, let me be clear, 2 hours. And he had people editing his content, so that's 2 hours edited down. Like, after editing, it is still 2 hours. Which means the man must have yapped on stream for like a whole day. A whole day of Iansan yapping, and then they condensed it all, they consolidated all of that into what is now the 2 hour long Iansan pre-release feature film. But Xiox couldn't make it happen. Xiox couldn't do it. It was only half an hour. So very disappointed in Xiox for the quality of his content, or rather the length of his content.
Harder!
Running late again. It's justice o'clock. Headbutt. Look out below. Charge. Yeah. Boof.
I guess I hold my massive content creators, my massive guide makers at a much higher standard than other people. Oh no, there's no attack percent on that. I am... I just need an ER sand with attack subs.
Yeah, scatter.
Is it too hard to ask?
Skyward.
It's like literally an otherwise useless piece.
Control breathing.
On my mark. Bring it. Hear the echoes of the valley.
When am I going to start some drama with the Genshin community? I already am. The Genshin community, famously, for no real reason at all, like Bennett. Like, for the Genshin community, famously, for no reason whatsoever, likes Bennett. I, for very valid reasons, do not like Bennett. The drama has been happening. The drama has been happening behind the scenes for the longest time now, for like a solid 2 years. The best drama is the drama that sneaks up to you. If he was a girl, you wouldn't hate him. If he was a girl, her name would be Yansan. And you're right. Because they would have actually given her some... They would have actually given Bennett some backstory. They would have actually given Bernice. They would have. She would be called Bernice, and she would have Iansan's kid. Her name would be, instead of Bennett, it's Bernice. And they would have given Bernice some actual characterization. They would have given Bernice some actual drip. They would have given Bernice interesting animations. They would have given Bernice friends. They would have given Bernice, I don't know, 2 actual parents, let's say. You know, they would have actually made her... There's Xinyan, though. Xinyan? I can tell you a whole... what do you... Hold on, stop. Xinyan. Absolutely not, Gasty Hal. Let's do a deep dive into Xinyan real quick.
Oh yeah, rock on!
Okay, Xinyan. First off, we look at her, we know exactly who she is. I deadass never met her in the game outside of the Hu Tao rap. It's because you did not... Were you not around for the gigantic Xinyan event? Oh, well, not just that. Were you not around for one of the Golden Apple Was it Golden Apple Archipelago? Yes. Were you not around for the second Golden Apple Archipelago, which was also the big Fischl one? The big Mona one? Were you not around for that? First off. And then secondly, were you not around for the super duper cool, what do you call it? The combat event with Tartaglia. The Tortellini combat event thing. The Warframe event. Not really Warframe event. The one where they actually introduced procedurally generated thingamajigs
There's fire in your soul,
event.
you gotta
Okay, so she was there as well.
So
The main thing. Okay, so here's the
let's
thing.
Get moving.
First off, who is Xinyan? She is a rock and roll singer. She is a rock and roll musician, right? She has a job as a rock and roll musician. She is a rock and roll musician in Liyue, where the entire point of her domain in the Golden Apple Archipelago was that she was a counterculture musician, right? She is a counterculture musician, where everyone in Liyue is like, I only like my Chinese music, my Asian music, my daintily upper class music nonsense, right? Xinyan, just like that, introduced rock and roll to Liyue. Okay, so there's that. Okay, Xinyan introduced rock and roll to Liyue against the wishes of her parents, who we meet in a sort of flashback type dealio, but we still meet her parents. Okay, Xinyan is famously BFFs, I think, with Xiangling and Yunjin. This is literal. It's established that she is literally BFFs with Xiangling and Yunjin. Yunjin, an opera singer, and Xinyan, a rock and roll star, are BFFs. That is a crazy pairing, but there it is, right? Xin Yan travels. We've seen her in Liyue, we've seen her in Mondstadt, because that's how we get her to join us for the Golden Apple Archipelago. We've seen her in Inazuma, that's how we get to see her for the child thing. And that's it, so far, I think. I don't think we've seen her anywhere else. So, Xin Yan at least also travels,
What's going on over
right?
there?
Xin Yan
Looks pretty rock
actually
and roll to me.
has a personality, actually has character traits. She is terrified of frogs. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, she has a phobia of frogs. See, you pick any character, and there is a good to fair chance I could actually rattle off a whole bunch of things that we actually know about Xin Yan, or about that character rather, because we actually were shown and told a bunch of things about that character. When it comes to Bennett, we know nothing. We still don't know anything. There is nothing to know about because he doesn't even have a character to begin with. That's the difference.
I just came
That is
up
the
with an
difference
awesome
right
new riff.
there.
What?
Even Xin Yan. Xin heckin' Yan, who for the longest time, everyone thought, you know what? For the longest time, people thought actually Hoyo didn't like Xin Yan at all. They actually didn't give Xin Yan anything. Yes, for the longest time, they didn't actually give Xin Yan anything. And then Golden Apple Archipelago 2 came around, and we finally got some Xin Yan lore. And then the child thing happened, a variety of other things happened, and suddenly we actually know who Xin Yan is. You can't just hate someone because you don't know them, except we are supposed to have known this guy, Bennett, for 4 years now. It's been this is a guy from 1.0. Understand the simplicity of the situation. It's not just that as well. Understand the problem here. Understand the problem. The problem is that past events are not playable like Honkai. Yeah, no, but the difference is there's nothing for Bennett. Even past events give us nothing when it comes to this worthless schmuck. So that's the difference. Where Xin Yan actually has past events that people might not know, in which case, fair enough, I give you, that's granted. With Bennett, there's nothing. He has a hangout, but apparently nothing happens in a hangout either. So there's nothing. And Bennett is supposed to have been a character from 1.0. 1.0. I thought Bennett was found in the Mari Javari. We don't know that. We don't know that. I'm quite surprised Bennett was able to match C6 Janssen quite well in the video. Well, Bennett is a pyro character. It should be better. Level 70. Yeah, level 70.
Wanna come over for tea?
Yeah, Bennett has the niche of being better for pyro characters. Remember, Bennett actually has pyro damage bonus for pyro characters, and that's it. Wow, that was a sentence. Remember, Bennett has pyro damage bonus for pyro characters. Yes, yes, yes. That's a real statement. Bennett referenced the Mari Javari during the Windbloom Festival. I do not remember any of that. Okay, Windbloom Festival. Now, if that was version 1.4, I accidentally skipped that one. But from what I gather, from all the Bennett people who actually like Bennett, from what I gather, even they're not sure at all. Like nobody's sure at all. Maybe there may have been like a very, very loose reference then to the Mari Javari. But we don't know. We don't know at all. We don't know at all. Now here's the thing. Let me throw you guys a bone. Things that we don't know about a character can create mystery. Case in point, Lisa. Huh? We still don't know what Lisa's relationship with the what is it? The the Princess and the Seven Pygmies book. We still don't know what the relation is between Lisa and that Princess and the Seven Pygmies book. We also don't really know what's going on with that book either. But we don't know, right? And that has been a mystery since 1.0 that hasn't been solved yet. That may come to be like some gigantic thing when, I don't know, Celestia shows up. We'll just have to see, right? So when we don't know something, that could be really good for mystery purposes, right? The difference is that we do know some things about Lisa. We still don't know anything about Bennett. I have a theory that some kid named Bennett... You knew some kid named Bennett and he ate your pencils? No! No, I've told you before. The reason why I despise Bennett is because everyone keeps shoving him down everyone's throats. Whenever you see people who are talking about anything, they're like, you have to use Bennett, 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 you have to use Bennett. And if you're not using Bennett, what the hell are you doing? You're playing the game wrong. Why are you doing this? You're not right. Don't do what you want to do. You have to play Bennett, you have to use 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 Bennett. And that gets so annoying.
There's a lot that
gets
goes
so
into
annoying.
managing an orchard.
Then I don't want to use Bennett anymore.
Weeding, fertilizing
I don't
the
like
soil,
him.
making sure the
I've never really
temperature's right.
liked him.
But most importantly,
And so I don't want to use him.
you have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
But then as people keep saying, you have to use Bennett, 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 blah, blah, blah. Then I'm starting to notice, hang on. Why do we have to... Why should I use a character who is, like, so unfathomably uninteresting? Why should I use a character who has no drip, who has no interesting animations, who you literally have to... Like, it's important, too, that he doesn't have any interesting animations, because you have to battery his ult. If you want to use Bennett, you're using him for his ult, and that's basically it, right? With the exception of the 5 Bennett main DPS players on the planet, in which case, okay, you get a pass. With the exception of the 5, like, DPS Bennett mains on the planet, if you're using Bennett, you're only using him for his ult, which means you have to battery his ult, right? And for a handful of teams, you don't actually have to battery his ult. Mawika teams, Shanglin teams, I want to say. International, I don't think you need to battery his ult that much. There's a handful of teams where you don't have to battery his ult. The problem is everyone's saying you have to play Bennett, 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 when it comes to literally everyone. Well, almost everyone. I'm still including the people who play Bennett with Neuvillette for some unfathomable reason, but in teams where he is the only pyro character, of which there will definitely always be
My
many,
parents always say,
because everyone's shoving Bennett in
matter how
every
busy
single
life
team
gets,
imaginable,
you should
you
always
have to
sit
battery
down
his
and
ult.
enjoy a proper
And when you
meal
have to
you
battery
get
his
home.
ult, you have to use a skill.
What I
And when
like
you
to
have to
do
use a skill, you have to have him on the
step my
field
feet
for
up
an
high,
extended period of time.
squash it
And
all
when you have
down.
him on the field for an extended period of time,
and wolf it down and
you have to stare at him.
that way.
And when you're staring at a character so unbelievably boring like Bennett, you are contemplating quitting the game. And when you contemplate quitting the game, you quit the game. And when you quit the game, your DPS goes down to 0. And so therefore, the whole you have to use Bennett, 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 you're just making people quit the game. You're just making people's DPS actually go down to 0. And so, in the meantime, what do? I don't use Bennett. And as you've seen,
Strength is
sometimes
one of those
it can
things
be
where
a
you
bit of a
gotta
weird
use it or
struggle,
lose it.
but I've cleared I've 36 starred every
wanna bring
Spiral
me
Abyss.
some pie?
I've been playing exclusively characters that I really like, and folks that I really... What the hell? What's this? Sorry, one sec. Oh. Balls. Yeah, I've been playing exclusively characters that I really like. I've been playing exclusively whoever the hell I want. I've been making all sorts of teams. Hell, I'm even playing Aloy teams. Because at the end of the day, the reality is, you don't actually have to play Bennett. You don't.
There's a lot that goes into managing.
And so when everyone's saying you have to play Bennett, 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 you have to play Bennett,
making sure the temperature is right.
that's a lie. You just don't. If you don't want to play Bennett, which a lot of people don't, you don't have to play Bennett. You can play with whoever you want. Hell, even with like pyro carries. I understand why people say you have to play Bennett, you have to play Bennett, you have to play Bennett, you have to play Bennett with pyro carries. It's like pyro carries, Jesus Christ, like Arlecchino. I get it. I get the logic. Because when you play double pyro, you get an attack buff. When you play double pyro, especially when you play double pyro with Bennett, you get the damage percent from Bennett. I get it. I get it. But you don't need all of that damage, and you can still 36 star Spiral Abyss, you can still complete Imaginary Theater, you can do pretty much everything in the game. With the possible rare exception of some platinum medals in very specific events. You can clear everything in the game, you don't have to use Bennett. And now that Aeon exists, like imagine how annoying you would find Aeon if I were to just say, you have to use Aeon, 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 you have to use Aeon. Hell, guess how you're already finding Neuvillette annoying. There's probably a lot of people who are also saying, you have to play Neuvillette, 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 right? Like, that's super duper annoying. The same goes for the Hu Tao mains back in the day, who are like, oh, that's nice that you're doing XYZ damage with insert character. Just play Hu Tao instead. My Hu Tao does more damage than you. My Hu Tao does more damage than yours. Just play Hu Tao. My Hu Tao does more damage than you. Remember back then when the Hu Tao mains were like popping off for no reason at all? They were the most, irritating bastards on the planet.
Come on, one more set.
Thankfully, they've chilled, as far as I can tell, because, well, mainly because Arlecchino exists. But, like, yeah. And so, you know, I caution people as... Look, when Moeka gets her rerun, I will definitely be cautioning people that you do not have to get Moeka. Moeka is very, very strong. And I like Moeka a lot. And I think you should get Moeka. If you actually like anything about her, I think you should get Moeka. I think she's really, really cool. I think she's really, really strong. And I think she's really, really fun to play. But you don't have to get Moeka. You don't have to get Moeka. You don't have to get Moeka. You do not have to get Moeka. You do not have to play Moeka. You don't have to play Moeka. You don't have to play Moeka. Blah, 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 blah. You don't have to play Moeka. In fact, you don't have to get Moeka. Yeah, she's the DPS ceiling, but you don't even need the DPS ceiling. But you listen to like the Bennett defense Andes, you have to play Bennett, 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 you have to play Bennett. And then on top of that, they hallucinate Bennett being like an interesting character all of a sudden. In an attempt to in a further attempt to justify, you have to play Bennett, 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 you have to play Bennett. Okay, it's getting really hard to say that. In a further attempt to justify that, they now hallucinate that this guy is an interesting character. The Marijavari thing, we'll see. But until then, people are like, I like Bennett. He's a cool dude. He's an interesting character. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because you use the word character. He's not one. So yeah, it reaches a point where I don't necessarily dislike Bennett. I just really despise the whole, like, I basically despise the word need. You know what I mean? He is so optimistic. He's a happy-go-lucky jackass. There's nothing interesting about him. No, he's not interesting. There is nothing interesting about him at all. He nearly became interesting when he set off an avalanche just merely by existing, which nearly killed Amber, Albedo, and the Traveler. He was nearly interesting then. Nearly. He was so close. You think the Pyro Archon is bland? I don't think the Pyro Archon is bland at all. I think the Pyro Archon is someone who was given an insurmountable task and had a 500-year plan in place. A 500-year plan that worked, but it involved literally finding the most cockamamie slapdash group of people which turn out to be playable characters. Right? Someone who is actually... I think the Pyro Archon is really interesting because she is, unironically, the most present Archon we've ever had in the game. The most present Archon. Venti, drunk, nobody knows he's the Archon. Zhongli, retired, nobody knows he's the Archon. Locked herself in her in the plane of Euthymia. The Shogun was very present, I grant you that. The Shogun was very present, but A herself locked herself in the plane of Euthymia until she needed to come out and really pop off, right? A in history, very interesting. I definitely want to see more exploration of A in history, but A in present was very much locked off. The Hida, literally locked off, right? Literally locked behind the Sanctuary of Surastana. Farina, not an Archon. Fossilor, literally locked within the Oratrice Mécanique de l'Élise Cardinale. Right? The Oratrice... Let me say that again. The Oratrice Mécanique de l'Élise Cardinale. I'm trying to say it as French of an accent as I can without... Well, actually, while sounding racist. Farina, not an Archon. Fossilor, literally locked in the thing. I get you not liking Mawika because of the name card event. Granted, that's fair. That's entirely fair. Mawika, right there from the start, is the Pyro Archon, ready to pop off as the Pyro Archon, fights to defend Natlan as the Pyro Archon, is present to fight in the gigantic ass Abyss War that was 5.2. Let's not forget, 5.2 happened. Sorry, 5.2? 5.1. Sorry, 5.1. Never forget, 5.1 happened.
Instead of
where
confining
Mawika
themselves to the heavens,
actually
gods
does
should broaden
things.
their horizons in the world below.
She achieves fire chicken mode. She is also very overpowered in the story, yes. So if you find her overpoweredness to be a bit much, granted, I agree. But I still think she was actually pretty cool. And I still think she's really, really cool today. Now that's just my opinion. You're more than welcome to disagree with me. Fair enough. But that's how I feel about Mawika. She was the Archon and did actual Archon things. Exactly. She basically did what Zhongli would have done if the Liu Qixing couldn't handle it. If Osail popped off way too hard and Ningguang didn't have the let's drop a nuke option available, Mawika did what Zhongli would have done. And if Zhongli went crazy, y'all would be saying Zhongli's the coolest Archon. And frankly, I would agree.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Seize the skies!
Faster, stronger. Let the mountain's veins boil. Charge! Yeah! Oof! Hero incoming!
Now, when it comes to I've said this before about Mawika's design. I don't necessarily dislike her design. I like her design. I like her motorcycle outfit. It makes perfect sense. In fact, it pretty much like clued us into what she's going to be. She's going to be a motorcycle chick. We knew this to be a fact.
Skyward! Scatter! Straight
You know?
clouds converge!
We knew this to be a fact. Mawika was going to be a motorcycle chick. If she was anything outside of a motorcycle chick, it would have been very confusing for the way that she looked.
Justice o'clock! Yeah!
That being said, let me say this. That being said, I have seen some Mawika alternative designs. And like all good alternative designs, especially fan-made alternative designs, I really like the idea of Mawika showing up as like a tribal goddess. If Hoyo went that route, I would 100% be in love with that as well.
Skyward!
That being said though, a tribal goddess on a motorcycle, okay, that might be a little bit too abstract.
Hero incoming! Oof! Kapow! Charge! Yeah! Time to roll! Hey!
For whatever reason, they really wanted her to be on a motorcycle. Which I guess makes sense, because what is Natlan if not the nation of travel options? I want this to be oh, you can't see my mouse. I want the top to be ER, and I want the bottom to say attack percent. Alright, come on. Yeah, many people have a problem with strong and confident female leaders. Yeah. I mean, okay. In their very loose defense, let me say this. in their very, very loose defense. I lack ER. Sometimes I don't have enough ER on Aeon-san. Yeah, I just want even more. Oh, balls. I want more.
Strength.
Because when I'm on the scroll build... Okay, so here's the deal. When I'm on the Noblesse build, I have 227 ER. When I'm on the scroll build... When I'm on the scroll build, I'm on 205 ER. In quite a few teams so far, I have occasionally found myself in need of more ER. I just want to min-max her ER and then move on.
Things where you gotta use it or lose it.
It is... Yes, this is... before anyone says it, I agree. This is psychotic territory.
Running late again. Hero incoming! Yeah!
And yes, I am taking into account the fact that I have C1.
Headbutt!
Obviously. Because I have it activated. It depends on Aeon-san's team. According to KQM, if you have C1, the maximum amount of ER that you could possibly need should be sitting at about 200. The thing is, I'm sort of inclined to disagree. Oh, I've been using Fav. Yeah, Fav makes things a lot easier. But I'm using Tamashi or Tamayurete or no Ohanashi, which is a little bit different.
Hero incoming! Charge!
In this team, I have way too much ER. But it doesn't matter because I'm not using Fav, which means the additional ER that I have is not going to translate to like more attack that I need. I have enough attack. I definitely... Oh yeah, because I'm on Noblesse as well. I definitely have enough attack.
Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Make way for the...
Quick as a flash!
See? 3,095.
Hurry up, Varesa! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Although, truth be told...
Hero incoming! Yeah!
because Noblesse only lasts for 12 seconds, and Aeon-san's ult at C6 lasts for 15, I could use a bit more attack on my Noblesse build, but I'm not really too fussed about min-maxing that right now, because I don't think... I feel like the teams where I would use Noblesse Aeon-san, I don't find myself going too ham on the need on the buff duration. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping.
Skyward! Stray clouds converge!
Controlled breathing. Let's... Hurry up, Varesa! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Headbutt! Charge!
I'm never getting this goddamn piece, I swear. I swear I'm never gonna get this goddamn piece, man. For real, this is ridiculous. Like, this is actually triggering. Like, this is insanity, dude. Understand the simplicity of what I'm asking for. I am literally just looking for a piece that anyone else would call, wow, this is worthless. An ER Sam with attack percent. That's all I'm asking, bro. That's all I'm asking. But no. Absolutely no. The Chuckle Buddies at Hoyoverse deem fit to say, no, you cannot has. It's either farm that or farm the plunge set for Varesa, even though I already have a... I mean, chat, rate my Varesa build. I'm running Obsidian. That comes out to 94.8, 243.5. I have 1,735 attack. I'm running with either Shilinen or Shenyun anyway.
Coach will take it from here. Quick as a flash. On, running late again. Hi!
I have 3,000 attack with Iansan's buff. Do I really? I don't need the plunge set. As far as I can tell, if I were to get the plunge set with the exact same stats somehow, it's what, like a 5%? No, 3% damage increase or thereabouts? 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish% damage increase at best? All of that? Or I just don't bother? It doesn't work on Gaming with memory serves because Gaming's skill doesn't count.
Soil,
No, you don't need the new set. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It doesn't work on Gaming. It works on Xiao, but I don't have Xiao. It works on It works on Hu Tao, but only if I do the charge attack, but I don't actually tend to do the charge attack with Hu Tao. It works on Lisa. It works perfectly on Lisa, actually, dare I say. It works perfectly on Lisa, it works perfectly on Varesa. It can work pretty well on Yaimiko. But that's it. There's no reason for me to get the plunge set right now, and...
No matter how busy life gets, you should
and
always
the,
sit down
quote-unquote,
and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry. What I like to do is stack my plate up high.
And the quote-unquote skirk set?
Down, take a deep breath.
I'm gonna have to...
And wolf it down in
the
one
quote-unquote
go.
skirk set?
That
I'm only
way,
going
I
to be
get to eat my
excited
fill
for the
without wasting
quote-unquote
too much
skirk.
time.
Oh my god. The quote-unquote squirk set. Yes, I said that. Yeah, I said that. No. And the only way I'm going to be excited about the quote-unquote skirk set, Jesus Christ, is when I actually see leaks and a full breakdown of what Skirk's kit actually is. Until then, I am not at all interested. I'm not at all excited about the Skirk set. I also have no idea if I can use it on Aloy. like, every single reading I have on the Skirk set, oh my god. This whole thing about, like, when the equipping character has 0 elemental energy. First off, god damn, that's really, really hard to achieve with Aloy. Like, that's literally after you use her, immediately after you use your ult. Normal attack damage and burst damage is increased by 60%. After the equipping character deals a normal attack or the aforementioned elemental burst effect will stop applying for 6 seconds. After equipping character deals a burst damage, the aforementioned normal attack effect will stop applying for 6 seconds. See, here's the thing. If energy disappears the way I suspect it might disappear, which is immediately after you press Q as opposed to immediately after the thing hits, this only works on Aloy's ult and that's it, because the moment that 6 seconds is up, she's already got a little bit of energy. That's just the reality of the situation. So, like, this set is, like, truly difficult for me to understand. And then on top of that, it works off-field. Is Skirk going to be an off-fielder? Is Skirk actually going to be a cryo off-field DPS? Is that what's going on? Is that how we should be reading this, chat? Skirk's going to be a cryo off-field DPS. There ain't no way, right? I mean, there ain't no way, right? But at the same time, it works on her normal attacks, it works on her burst. Allegedly. Allegedly. So she's both an on-fielder and an off-fielder? Is she a cryo off-fielder based on her ult? And then her normal attacks are like normal attacks, obviously, so that means that means she'd be an on-fielder in that like,
Alright.
I don't know. I don't know, but Skirk looks pretty cool, obviously. She's very, very different. Her design is already bussin'. Yeah, I said that. Her design is bussin'. So, I will be looking forward to the Skirk leaks to see what in the tarnation is going on with her.
Thank you for
Maybe there'll be another off-fielder who'll be able to use the set. I hope there is more than one person who can use the artifact set. Because, I'm gonna be real here, I don't really want us to have another Vorukasha's moment. Because whilst quite a few people can use the 2-piece of Vorukashas, it's only the higher who can use the 4-piece, that's basically it. Nobody else can really use the 4-piece of Vorukashas. Not a single other person can use 4-piece Vorukashas in any meaningful way. It's only the higher. I'm surprised that after all this time, nobody else has been able to use 4-piece Vorukashas in, like, some meaningful capacity. And I don't include getting hit. Obviously, if you just get hit, that'll work.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see.
The fact of the matter is, Farina doesn't trigger it.
So many as I thought.
Which means you can't just, like, put whoever and run Farina. I wish Farina worked in that way to actually make it happen. I wish that was the case. Because that would be pretty cool, to be able to then use Vorukashas if you want. Okay, I'm gonna grab... Oh shoot. No, I'm trying to do this. R5 my other Serpent Spine. Navia, congratulations. You have now R5'd your Serpent Spine as well. Where are you? You still have to get hit once for VG? No, you have to get hit a few times. That's why it works so well on the higher, because she just keeps taking damage herself. So, Elemental Steel burst damage increased by 10%. After the equipped character takes damage, the aforementioned damage bonuses will be increased by 80% for 5 seconds. This effect can have 5 stacks. You need to get hit 5 times. 5 times. To max it out. Yeah, you get hit once, you get a tiny bit of the bonus. You have to get hit 5 times. And the reason why it works so well on the higher, obviously, is because if other characters get hit, the higher just starts taking damage herself, because that's the damage share part of her kit. So if no one hits you at the higher, you don't get it at all. If no one hits anyone in your team, or you're at the higher, if nobody hits you at the higher, or if nobody hits anyone on your team while you're in the highest field, then yeah, the higher doesn't get anything. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and you're right, there are very passive enemies that are very annoying to fight, because you're like, come on, hit me! Hit me! Hit me! And they don't hit you. And that's, well, that really screws you up, doesn't it, folks? Okay, how does this work? So on the first half, I do something, and then on the second half, I have to basically do as much damage as possible, right? So let's figure out this second half. Aeonblight Drake. I want to see what kind of crazy shenanigans I can do with Tignari. I haven't played Tignari in a while. And then here, okay, let's do this. I mean, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? Where's Rosaria? Oh, Layla. Actually, no, Layla. Layla would be good. And yeah. You just gotta do the objective for the first half. The second is damage. Yeah, damage is the second half. Oh, wait, hang on. Second half. Uh-oh. Character damage increased by 20%. When a current on feels a shockwave will be released, dealing true damage. Shockwaves kind of suck. Character damage is increased by 100%. When character damage... Oh, when the current on-field character is Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo... Oh, that's lame. Oh, that's really lame. Pyro, Hydro, Electro, Cryo. Ugh. Character's attack will be increased by 80% for 6 seconds. The effects... Oh. Okay, there goes the Tignari team. Yeah, I heard that you don't start with energy at all, which is also kind of lame. Okay, okay, Clorand, I guess. Oh, yes. Because I need a bow to shoot him down. Perfect. Chlorand. I know some people are probably gonna be like hard stuck with Mawika and stuff. I get it, but like, I don't think I need to do that.
Time to relax.
Not now.
Take me up. Bullseye! Open fire! Open fire!
Hold on to your hats.
My guiding stars. Oh,
Light it up! Bad dreams be gone! Let's fly! Bullseye! Bullseye!
Knock them down.
Light of the blazing sun!
don't be scared.
Sweet dreams! Yachan, Taechan, let's take me up! Open fire! Open fire! Bullseye!
That did not work the way I thought it would. Okay. Change of plans. Where's Kaz? Okay, so... Okay, first off. Chasca's meant to be used the second side? Yeah, evidently. But I'm not gonna use Chasca because I don't think I'm that great at using Chasca. Okay, we're gonna play Oops or Animo. You... Where's Kaz? You... Sucrose. Let's do that again.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Yahoo! Wouldn't think you can get away. Absorption test. Animal hypostasis simulant. Turn that frown upside down. Bad dream.
The wind knows it. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Animal test 6308. Time for takeoff. Absorption test.
Cast your worries to the wind! Time to...
Into the wind.
Enhanced animal module 75.
As one with wind and cloud.
Brace yourselves.
There we go. I forgot that this music is a bop.
Strike! Bring it! Quiver!
Loaded.
Time to testify.
This may turn a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
No turning back!
Ready.
Bring it! Hunt them down.
Committed to memory.
Storm the front!
Grow. Sharing my knowledge.
Strike!
Into the shadows.
Oh crap, I didn't do that correctly.
Time to testify.
Hey.
Flash!
to memory.
No turning back!
Loaded.
Roll!
Ready. Shoot on sight!
This may turn a little.
I can skip the first half afterwards, right?
Quiver! Storm the front! Into the shadows.
Something like that. I could just skip this. I could just skip the second half. Sorry, I could just skip the first half, right? Results from the first half. Oh, beautiful. Oh, we love to see it. Oh, we love to see it. Okay, I want to see. So that was a team where it was literally just really Clorand and Nahida doing the DPS. Now, Raiden Inquisition. I just want to see like how many points I can really get.
Emerge. Right here.
There is no escape!
Oh, this would be so much better if I had
Right now.
Bring it! Strike!
Oh, this would be so much better if I had D2 Shillinen.
Flash! Glory to the Shogun! Inazuma shines
Alright, let's
eternal!
go.
Emerge.
What?
Hear the echoes of the valley! Quiver! Storm the front!
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Right here. Right now.
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Right button. Right now. Right here.
Bring it! Flash! No turning back!
What?
Inazuma
How did I
shines
not get
eternal!
Miko's ult back? What the hell? That's highly unusual.
Illusion shattered!
Right now. Emerge.
Strike! Glory to the Shogun!
A sight to behold. Right here.
Now you shall perish!
Oh no. Shillinen's Shillinen's box on. Gone.
Shine down!
Emerge. Right here.
Letting brave names echo! Storm the front!
I'm always watching. Right now. Emerge.
Torn to oblivion!
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
I guess the lack of energy really hurt. Okay, what do we got here? We've got Ruin Guards and Hilichels. Oh, okay. Did you watch DMC 2025 Big Buzz Drama? I've heard about DMC 2025. What's going on? I don't know anything about that. Okay. Each time a burst is used, support level will increase. Okay, so I guess they want me to use A on the first half. Okay, what do we got? Character damage is increased by 20% when a character triggers Vapor, Melt, Shockwave. We won't use Moika just yet. Skill damage is increased. Oh, character damage is increased by 20%. Skill damage... okay, so I should use Farina second half. Character damage is increased by 40%. Trigger Vapor, Melt, all party... Crit rate... and crit damage. I see. Yeah, they definitely want me to use a... Yeah, I might just run... Ultimate... Okay, so if that's the case, I'll run Ultimate... We will... Actually, you know what? We will use Farina. Sorry, we will use... No, I can't... No. I was about to say we will use Malwika second half, but I just realized the Arlecchino Malwika double Pyro Vape team doesn't work with Farina. There's not enough Hydro with Farina, so we won't worry about that. But I'll run Arlecchino. So, with that in mind, where's Jean? Jean... Xingqiu... Varesa... Oh yeah, good point, Varesa! Good point, Varesa! Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, let me figure out this other team then. We want Arlecchino, we want Yansan, we want Yalan. Not Farina. Yansan's not enough healing for Farina, unfortunately. Shillidan? Shillidan wouldn't be a bad choice. Yeah, Shillidan wouldn't. Oh, but... Oh, I know! Okay. Okay, so no Yalan. But instead we run... Not Farina. I mean, I could actually run Shillidan and Farina. No, I already have Scroll. Let's not worry about that. Where's Mona? Medic Mona. Okay. Yeah, you're actually onto something. Good thinking. Good thinking, 99. So we have Varesa into... I mean, I don't really need Shen Yun at this point. I don't actually have to kill anything, do I? I just have to use my ults regularly. That's really it. Oh. So I can kind of just use the most slapdash characters. It doesn't matter. Let's give this a try. DMC 2025, directed by Adi Shankar. Wait, is everyone getting mad because Israel, or is this something else? I remember hearing something like that, like somehow something about like something to that effect.
Solidify!
You can't run! Running late again. It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof! Hi! Yeah!
Bring it!
Yeah! Lights out.
This is order. Gather!
Let's roll! Charge! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! You can't run! Shiver!
Order guide!
Because I know like a lot of people got mad at the latest Captain America movie because there was an Israeli character in there, but like I didn't really find that to be that problematic, honestly. Like, yeah, obviously I know Israel is doing some really crazy stupid shit right now, but the idea that there was an Israeli character in Captain America, that didn't really bother me personally. I can see why people would be mad at it, but I don't really think that's like worth being mad at. If that was the thing, I don't know. BRBs. Now, if the person went ahead and said, like, they wanted to murder every single Palestinian on the planet, okay, then we have problems, you know? But I don't know if she ever said that. I don't think she ever said that. I hope she never said that. And I hope that this Adi Shankar guy, I'm totally guessing that he's Israeli. I could be wrong. In fact, I could very well be wrong. So, anyway. Like, if he didn't... If he's a normal person, then whatever, I guess. I don't know what the T is.
Faster, stronger.
Oh my god.
Float first.
Adi Shankar is an Indian name? Oh, okay, never mind. I was completely wrong.
Quick as a flash. Let's move. Fate is upon you.
Transfix.
Foot first. Start the... Let the world collide. Decided by destiny. Let me scribe.
Oh my god.
Laid bare.
Control breathing. On my mark. Fate is upon you. Shadows of fate.
Overruled.
Time to shine. Written in the stars. Let me scribe. Faster, stronger.
Okay. Change of plans. Oh, how do I even pronounce that? Elaine, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. Let's try that again. Okay, different idea. Welcome back to Hire. Let's go.
Laid bare.
Ha! Shower me with pain. Delved into destiny. Shadows of fate.
Look alive. Transfixed. Witness my
Let's do that.
Overruled.
You're dead meat.
Oh, it's Swing. Hey, how's it going?
Let's get it on.
Let the world collide. You decided by destiny. Let me scribe.
Laid bare.
Dang it.
Buckle up.
Really?
Written in the stars.
Okay, this is really, really clunky.
Delved into death.
Overruled. Let's get it on.
Time to shine. Fate is upon you. Shadows of fate.
You asked for it. Transfixed. Look alive. Showing you things written in the stars. Delved into depth. Wanted my full attention, did you? Overruled. This is where you fall.
Oh, you bastard.
Let my name echo in song!
Transfixed.
Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate.
Is it gonna work?
Fate.
Don't tell me you really want me to play Malika. No shot, right? Let me try and avoid that first before we inevitably get into that kind of sticky territory. Hold on. Oh, Gaming! Oh, perfect! Just realized I actually have Gaming here.
Strike a pose!
Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Controlled breathing.
Alley-oop.
Okay, yeah, definitely this whole no energy thing is very annoying. Alright, let's do this.
Time to shine!
Skyward! Seize the skies!
Faster! Stronger!
Mighty mythical beast!
Oh,
Sorry, pal.
Strike a pose!
Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward!
Quick as a... On my...
Make way for the...
Let my name...
oh, this is annoying as hell.
Showing you...
Yeah! Scatter! Seize the skies!
Faster! Stronger! Let...
Oh my god, how many times is it gonna do that move? Okay, that's... nah, that sucks. Nah, that's so bad. That sucks. Hold on, let me swap back to Noblesse Eon-san then. Let's do this. Oh no, oh no, my Shilden's stuck on first half. My bad! Yeah, that's really annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah, I agree with the Reddit post that I saw about this event. Big mistake. Big mistake taking energy out. Oh. Citlali. Shoot. Balls! Balls! Oh wait, hang on, no, it would have made sense. Hang on, let me see if I... Hang on, let me figure this out. So it would be Mawika... Shilonen... Janssen... Janssen, where are you? Janssen, Citlali. I don't get to play Citlali that often, chat. Listen, I don't get to play Janssen. Sorry, I don't get to play Citlali that much. Okay, let me give that a crack. And then this one, I mean, just. Because I don't actually have Citlali, remember, folks? I famously don't have Citlali.
Rest and rebuild. Test roll. It's justice o'clock. Yeah! Move. Charge. Yeah! Punishment. Billowing surge.
I will have order.
Hurry up, Varesa. Hero incoming. Yeah! Headbutt. It's justice o'clock. Yeah! Judgment. Shiver.
There we go. Alright, here we go.
Rise with the...
Quick as a flash. Yeah.
Wrath from the sky! Rev the engine! Bring it!
Faster. Stronger. Get to work.
Citlali, it's Papa. Get him.
Light of the blazing sun!
Quick as a flash. On my mark. Laline, it's Papa. Get him. Fulfill our pact.
Pyroclastic surge!
Bring it. Get to work. You two. Time to start the clock.
Light of the blazing sun!
Uh-oh, screwed up.
Try and stop me!
This is why I need more ER. Okay, I just don't like it, chat. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I want to just be able to, like, go haphazard. Listen. Call me crazy. I just like to go a little bit more haphazard like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Burn it down!
Is that what is trial Citlali build? I don't know. Some nonsense.
The sky! Incinerate!
Bring it. Quick as a flash. Let's
Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Full throttle!
let the world collide.
Crap, I forgot to use this.
Controlled breathing. Harder. On my hook.
Oh, hell.
Incinerate!
Not bad. Faster. Stronger. Form first. Shower me with praise.
Wrath from the sky! Incinerate! Full throttle!
Controlled breathing. Time to shine.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Yoo-hoo!
Pyroclastic surge!
I don't know what's going on.
Incinerate!
I think that could have been done a lot better. I think that could have been done a lot better. I don't know. Oh, this one's gonna be hell. Great cock is relatively straightforward, and then this is gonna be hell as well. Yeah, definitely could have been done better. I mean, I wonder. Would I have done it better with this? Meta slave. True.
Overruled.
Quick as a flash.
Quietly now. Busted. Take it easy. Burn it down. Transfixed.
Controlled breathing.
On. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Wrath from the skies! Rev the engine! Overruled. Yes. Quietly now. Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Form first. Start the clock.
Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me!
Hey.
Laid bare, everlasting as the moon. Busted. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Transfixed.
Let's...
Wrath from the skies!
Oh, you bastard. Oh, come on!
Laid bare.
Faster. Stronger.
Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Light of the blazing sun!
Quick as move. Start the clock.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Pyroclastic surge!
Oh, yeah.
Transfixed. Gotcha. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Step aside. Let's...
Okay, yeah, that no energy, no energy stuff is really really annoying. Not gonna lie, really annoying. Chlorine chaos. The answer could very well always be chlorine. All right. Anyway, let's move on.
Is the ability to not
I'll
get
keep
lost
streaming for about another hour. I want to do the Varesa story, or rather, I want to do the Collective of Plenty, thingamajig. So let's continue with the. Hang on, let's go into focus mode. Let's do the Collective of Plenty Tribal Chronicle Part 1.
All right.
Aeonblight! Oh, just a heads up. The volcano sometimes sends rocks crashing into this area. We call them pulverite. See? There's nothing to it.
Whoa! There's treasure inside these rocks! Okay, so maybe a little pain isn't too bad?
Let's go.
Hey, there's another one over there. Want to give it a try?
Where? Oh, okay.
Huh? What's this wooden plank doing here?
Oh, it's a piece of training equipment.
It's a ramp.
I use it all the time.
Training equipment?
Yeah, it's kind of hard
Those,
to explain. Let me show you instead.
What are they called again? Those
Here
Tatanka souls
goes
really want to kick our ass.
And she sticks the landing!
So that was from the trailer as well.
Whoa! You jumped over that huge gap just like that?
We can do that too.
Incredible.
Oh, no. Anyone can do it with a bit of practice.
True. Exactly. That's what I mean. Iansa can do
You
it.
made it across without any training at all. That's a lot more incredible than anything I can do.
Well, some of us can fly.
Oh, well, Paimon can fly, but you've got a point.
Coach will take it from here.
About what you told us earlier, you're saying a gigantic rock could crush us at any moment?
Well, not at any moment. It's a pretty rare phenomenon.
Okay.
Many adventurers come here
Is
and
it me
never
or does
even get to
Paimon sound a
see
lot
it.
different?
So, I wouldn't worry too
No,
much.
she shouldn't sound that different. The voice direction hasn't changed that
It's
much
not like
since.
we're that unlucky.
I mean, the voice direction compared to like 1.0 is very different. Back in like 1.0, she had a super duper high pitched voice.
Don't be scared. Just charge straight at it.
What?
Really, Charles? It's too much of a hassle to deal with them. Let's just ram straight through.
What? What?
I think we can call
What?
that a success.
Wow, you gave them the same treatment as that giant rock!
Am I pro Paimon recast? Nope. I'd rather the voices all stay the same.
Home sweet home. We made it. Welcome to the collective of
And
Plenty.
honestly, I don't actually find Paimon's voice all that
This place
annoying,
is
actually.
cool.
I know some people
That
are like
platform
yelling and
sheep
screaming
with
about it.
the is awesome.
Paimon just sounds like a child. Children sound like that. It's not actually, especially these days, it's not that bad. Her voice is actually great.
That's the Resonating Arena. It's where we hold all our competitions. Don't mention it. It was no trouble at all. I wish I could show you around, but I need to get home.
Yeah, yeah.
Did
yeah,
you
exactly.
remember something important? You really hit the ground running when we ran into those hilly trails back there.
As you can see, I don't play with earphones or headphones either.
Oh, no,
I don't know
not
if that
at all.
helps.
We
Speakers?
made it in time. There's just something important I have to do. The most important thing after training.
Oh, she finna eat.
The post-workout meal.
Ooh.
Otherwise, I'll be a lethargic, dizzy, hunger-addled mess. The perils of an empty stomach. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm
Agreed.
sorry, but I gotta get some food in me. Like, yesterday. You should grab something too.
I will say, there is one
We can meet back
character
up at
who
the
I,
arena.
whose voice I do
See you
find a
soon.
little bit annoying, and that's Chasca. Only because I feel like it's gotten a lot better since. But I feel like the mics that they use for Chasca
talk about
still has a little bit too much sibilance.
1 second she's chill and laid back,
Sibilance.
and then the next she's
You know what I
charging
mean?
first into danger.
It's very annoying.
Literally.
I've noticed. I'm like almost hyper aware of it with Chasca. Aside from that, Chasca's voice is nice too.
The spirit of youth. Sure, whatever you say, old timer. Paimon thinks we're still young.
We're 3,000
Anyway,
years old.
Why don't we take a look around in the meantime? We can head to the arena in a little bit. The view must be amazing from up there.
We should know. We've been there a few times. Oh yeah, we'll get through the setup. We'll get through the setup quest. That's right. That was quite an issue during COVID. Oh yeah.
Coach will take it from
Oh
here.
yeah, it was crazy during COVID.
Quick as a flash.
Especially when you hear about like how some of the VAs had to effectively record from inside their wardrobe
Why me?
because they couldn't go into a studio. So they had to like sort of make do. Yeah, it was real scuffed.
Yeah, skyward. All right.
Hey, Varesa.
Oh, you're here already.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can
The
turn
zoom
any
in on her
protein or
tummy.
vegetable into something delicious.
Really,
No
Hoyo?
wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power
Really?
of a good meal.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me. Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just
Yeah.
explain things as we go
I mean,
along.
they introduced Xingqiu
Is that
legs first, so
Of course, that's
I mean,
great.
you know.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start.
I remember Ziox was talking about like how they
Direction.
introduced Xingqiu legs first, and for a brief and shining moment, he thought he was a girl. Honestly, I think I thought that Xingqiu was a girl as well for a while. Until I finally took a real hard look and I realized, oh, he's a guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Coach will take it from here.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
Oh.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourself?
Oh yeah, that's right. Varesa has her own garden.
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard.
Oh, nice.
We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in
See,
the orchard
see,
together.
chat, see, Bennett mates, parents. Okay, I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things. Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Fair.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
I'm sleeping in and you can wake me up. Yes, Paimon, you're our alarm.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, Traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually
If we
help my
both
parents
sleep in,
around
we've
the house,
basically logged.
head out
We've
for
basically
training,
forgotten to log
then
in.
come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
So now,
Oh, Paimon would love to to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
What's going on?
Why me? Get back on track.
Oh, Ian-san! Hold up. Okay, the jiggle fixes are crazy. I'm sure I'm not the first person to say this, but the jiggle physics are out of control. What's up,
Coach
Ian-san?
Ian-san, are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty.
I'm feeling welcome.
Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Hey!
We've seen that graffiti design before.
You can find that
It's
at
not
the
easy to get your hands on one of these.
at the Adventurers Guild
Super
too.
long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed.
That's me.
Ooh, you should sign it for me sometime. It would mean the world to me.
It would also make its
I meant
resale
to
value
ask,
jump up by
what
about
brings you
100
out here anyway?
times.
We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
We ran into Varesa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varesa? No slacking, I hope.
That's right.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Can we actually use the?
Of course.
Can we actually
Don't
use
need
the
to tell me
equipment
twice,
here, or
Coach.
just?
Wait, but isn't
Probably
a
not.
special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Varesa doesn't need one?
Oh, it's kind of a long
Varesa eats like a
story.
tank.
I suppose you could say Varesa is among the select few who have a natural
Yeah,
gift.
that's right. Varesa has a
When she
black
first started
hole
training with me,
in
I
her
started
stomach
her
for
on a standard
food.
training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Varesa's metabolism is something else.
Yeah, true.
Once I studied her eating habits,
Remember,
I was
Chad,
able to tailor
Varesa
it
is
to her
famous for making Mawika go
Yeah,
bankrupt
Coach is really thoughtful
just
that
from
way.
eating during
Now, I
right
feel like
before
I'm making
the
real progress.
what do you call it,
And the training
the
in classes
tournament,
are a lot more fun.
right before
Varesa is
the
currently my top
pilgrimage,
She can lift
when there's
even
the
more
great
than me.
banquet. Mawika
Wait, but
famously goes
you're
bankrupt
the
exclusively
coach
because of
and the victor of
Varesa's
the pilgrimage.
ginormous appetite.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not exaggerating either. Varesa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
That's probably why she's a 5-star.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
Further proof you're a natural.
Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment. But I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Sometimes you have to
that
hurt
makes
someone.
Sense.
I mean, in this world anyway.
What about the pilgrimage?
Yeah, what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
Ah, okay, so she's
When it comes
basically
to power,
hamstrung
it's
herself
all about control.
mentally,
Take these weights,
psychologically.
for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes. but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
She's right.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself.
It'll take time.
Thanks. I
That's right, it'll
appreciate
take
the
time.
support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Thanks, Ian-san.
Coach will take it from here.
Coach will take it from here. Hop,
Stronger.
faster, stronger. Older, better, faster, stronger. Banana. Oh, big girl.
Good
Big girl.
Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt?
Wow, the Tankasaurs are huge. They really put the word tank into
I was
Tankasaur,
just
huh?
taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway,
I mean, she's a pretty normal
this
sized
is my
Tankasaur,
family's
though.
orchard.
And the
Come
Tankasaurs are
on,
huge.
I'll show you around.
Although from that angle, the banana looked like even larger than usual.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined!
Okay, that the Tankasaur snore, no, yawn was actually very effective.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile.
Oh
So
yeah, that would actually make
everything that
sense.
grows around here is amazing.
Apparently volcanic soil is very, well
Especially the
rather
fruit.
soil around the volcano is
We
actually
sell a lot to the
fertile.
other tribes, give some
That's
to
what I've
family
heard
and friends,
before.
and keep the rest for
Which is
ourselves.
hilarious, because
Well,
you could
if
try
have
and
to live next to a volcano,
plant a
at least
really,
you get
really,
something good
like,
out of it.
fruitful garden there.
That's right.
But it's probably also going to get
Well, since
destroyed
we're here,
by the volcano.
why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
She can eat again.
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
Few dozen indeed.
You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure."
That's right.
I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom, too.
Aw.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh,
Okay.
and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
providing
that's
a
actually
bunch of the
Varesa's
fruit for the
story, isn't it?
desserts.
Versus like
Feast
story quest is
Showdown.
basically just a gigantic
Ugh,
eating contest,
sorry.
isn't it?
It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients.
Ooh.
So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Alright. Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Because we like some
That
mushrooms.
kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing.
Huh.
You can grill them, stir-fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Okay, that's really weird.
Yep, that could be.
It's borderline sus.
As far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead, pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Okay. We're about to make a gigantic ass salad, are we?
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, that doesn't work.
This, and a few of these.
Wait, Nahida's thing doesn't
I
work?
see everything.
Okay, Hoyo thought of that. Hoyo's like, yeah, people are gonna want to use Nahida, huh?
Coach will take it from here.
Grab some of this. Why me?
Yeah. Got him. All right.
Have we like picked everything? Oh, mushroom.
Some of this, and a few of these.
Coach will take it from here.
Grab some of this.
Controlled breathing.
Oh, there's plenty back here. Okay. Got him.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Yeah.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help.
We basically
Oh,
picked your
you're
garden
right
dry,
about
mate.
fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell out every time. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too. In a weird way, it really did taste like a fruit.
Hmm.
We should call them berry shrooms.
Every so often, Paimon knows what she's talking about. That's
Wait.
right.
Something tells Paimon that's not a compliment.
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back.
Hmm.
I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
You can
yourself
mess it up
short.
sometimes if you
That's
overcook
great.
it.
Paimon can smell the umami from here.
Huh? Umami exists here?
Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
I like them both.
I'm glad,
I'm just
This kind
happy
of
that we're
mushroom is a
actually
favorite
seeing
in the
more
tribe.
of like
but
characters
it's not well known
actually
outside the
holding
Collective of
stuff.
Plenty. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to.
Oh,
of course.
Paimon, you can probably eat everyone under the
you mean
table.
The Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Oh, don't sell yourself short just yet.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, that's a big call.
Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, it's Jova when Varesa
You
shows up.
never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, It looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point.
Oh, we're tagging along too.
Then let's sign up together. Time for
And then we discover that because the traveler is a descendant, or rather a descender from beyond the stars, it actually means that her body, being essentially a star, is capable of housing like ungodly amounts of food.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Why me?
Oh, I need to... There we go. Must keep safe. No bad people or saurians allowed in. You spell different. Very, very good friends. What? Eat as much fruit as they like, no problem. Full tummy is happy tummy. True. Varesa taught you well.
Look out below!
Okay, who or what requires Quinnipa berries? Because whoever or whatever it is, y'all just hit the mother load. Varesa is like popping off for anyone who needs to build whatever character or hell whatever weapon requires these materials. Varesa is like popping off, or it might be a food. It might be a food specifically. Kachina, Citlali. Okay. Wait, Citlali? Wait, for real? Oh yeah, Citlali. Okay. Anyone who doesn't have Citlali yet, me. Yeah, Varesa's coming in big time with the fat.
All right.
With like the fat what a berry like repository. Yeah. Or at least 12. He's more of an apple farmer if anything. But yeah.
Coach, we'll
Wow.
take it from here.
Really coming in big time. Alright, let me see. Is there anything else I want to do today? You probably already have 300 berries anyway. Oh yeah, good point. You're probably right. Let me have a look. No, I have 11. I only have 11 actually. I haven't been like diligently picking them up. Okay, everyone, I think with that, we're going to call it a day. I don't know when I'll stream again. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, don't forget to follow. Feel free to sub. If you're watching on YouTube now or in the future, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Committed to memory.
Ready. Time to testify.
Grow. Sharing my knowledge. By royal decree.
shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Bring it.
Oz, reveal that.
Ready.
Wings of darkness.
Loaded. Time to testify.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Into the shadows.
Midnight Phantasm.
Bring it. Loaded. Hunt them down.
This may prove a little.
By royal decree.
Ready.
Committed to memory.
Midnight hit.
Loaded. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Bring it.
This may prove a little.
Oz, reveal.
Bow your head.
Rise with the sun. Light up the blazing sun.
Silence.
Let the world collide.
Bring it.
Let the mountains rain spoil.
Wrath from the sky.
Bow your head. The tides beckon. Silence.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Light of the blazing sun.
Let the mighty be humble.
Let the world collide.
Bring it. Letting praise names echo. Burn it down. Pyroclastic surge.
Settle down.
Let my name echo in song. Strike of the...
Rise with the sun.
Silence.
Wrath from the sky.
Be sanctified.
Burn it down.
Bow your head.
Shower me with praise. Fulfill our
Settle down.
Let the world collide! Light it up! Get to work! Citlali, eat Papa!
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humble.
Shower me with the... Time to shine! Rise with the sun! Fulfill our path! Suffer the wrath of the... Light of the blazing sun!
Silence! Be sanctified.
Strike a pose! Burn it down! Citlali, eat Papa!
Settle down.
Let my name echo in song! Get to work! Suffer the wrath of the... Wrath from the sky! Full throttle!
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Let the world collide! Fulfill our pact! Light it up! Show no mercy! Citlali, eat Papa! Light of the blazing sun!
Settle down. Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Roll, roll, roll! This may turn a little.
Rev the end!
Settle down.
Suffer the wrath of each! Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
Roll, roll, roll!
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Share my knowledge!
You two! Time to... Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun!
Everyone hold hands!
Fulfill our pact! Ha! Cha! Burn it down!
Settle down.
Make yourselves at home!
Suffer the wrath of Eastly! Show no mercy! Pyroclastic surge! Full throttle!
Let the mighty be humble.
Committed to memory! Roll, roll, roll!
Fulfill our pact! Cha! You two! Time to... Light it up! Light of the blazing sun!
Bow your head.
Committed to memory! Share my knowledge!
Show no mercy! Citlali, eat Papa! Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
Be sanctified.
Light it up!
Roll, roll, roll!
Get to... Show no mercy! Fulfill our pact!